I have a Trane XR95. I'm getting a flashing 3 red light error. I think this indicates a pressure switch issue. I had my induce fan/motor replaced in late spring. It was making a very loud noise and I knew the bearings in the motor were going out, so I had my HVAC service company replace the draft inducer motor/fan so I wouldn't have any issues with it this coming winter. I don't think I have ran my heat since the fan was replaced. I went to turn on my heat and I am now getting this error. I have checked exterior vent and it is clear. Drain is clear. Filters are clean. Can I put a jumper between 2 wires attached to the switch to see if switch is bad?
Hello, do you mind a short hands-on test?
Sure. No problem.
Turn furnace off. Remove 2 wires from pressure switch. Start furnace after the exhaust fan starts. Connect the 2 wires direct metal to metal and hold. A small nail or staple works well. Insert it into the wire connector ends. Tell me next code or operation.
Sorry. It took me a little while to find something that would work as a jumper. I did as you instructed. The furnace fired up and is providing heat. What did that tell you?
That tells me the issue is outside of the circuit board and furnace wiring. This now becomes an issue of why the air is not closing the switch. Is the small rubber tube attached to pressure switch intact? No cracks or holes. Use a small nail and poke out the fitting the tube attaches to on furnace all the way through. Remove the intake pipe, not exhaust, and see if it runs with intake off.
Let me clarify, the bottom side of the pressure switch is the intake that has a small white flexible hose attached to it that runs down into air intake area. The exhaust side of the pressure switch actually splits into 2 hoses. One goes to the gas valve and the other one goes to the bottom of the furnace where the burners are. Is that correct? I had already previously checked all the hoses/tubes and they were not obstructed and saw no cracks or holes. After taking a small stiff wire and putting it through the fitting where the pressure switch exhaust attaches to the furnace, burner area, the furnace has started successfully 3 times with the wires reattached to the pressure switch, not jumped after inducer motor starts. That fitting may have been plugged up but not sure. Does the test we ran a few minutes ago rule out a bad pressure switch, or is that still a possibility?
You just found one of the main culprits. That fitting gets plugged and will not let air close the switch. It works off suction to close the pressure switch. The switch is rarely the cause. Sounds like you just needed to clear the suction system to switch.
I'll continue today to see how the furnace functions. I just tested it again and it started up normally. If I have other questions later today, can we continue this conversation should it stop functioning later today? Thanks for your help.
You can return to this thread whenever you wish for follow-up. Keep me posted.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert, now visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.